Smart City Conference 2025 in Kuala Lumpur. Conference and exhibition. It's the second day. It's been an exciting day and a half. We had Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim here this morning. And now in the afternoon, we have Kunihiro son, Mr. Uzawa, from Nippon Koi, based out of Singapore. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
How have you been enjoying the conference so far?
Yeah, very good. And especially this morning, the Prime Minister here, everyone's so excited and big stuff. Yeah, actually.
What did you like about the Prime Minister's speech? Is there anything that stood out?
Well, of course, AI is booming, but of course, there's a people. I mean, AI is just a tool. So people-centric smart city is one of the highlights that I really,
How do we make sure that people don't get left behind?
And the inclusivity, and of course, that is a very powerful message that I received. Yes.
So Nippon Koi is a very well-known, very well-established infrastructure and transport company, organization, right?
Yes.
Doing a lot of things to make cities better, make it more movable. People can move, better infrastructure, better planning. Tell us a little bit about your work and how Nippon Koi sees the world today, especially in this age of AI transformation.
Thank you very much. So Nippon Koi is the design and engineering consultancy firm headquartered in Tokyo, established 1946. So almost 80 years we have been involved in the civil infrastructure development all over the world. From the transportation sector, which include MRT constructions, LRT, road, highway, even the bridges, seaport, airport.
Wow.
Water and sanitation plant, up to the hydropower.
So really like a strong infrastructure.
Except probably I would say the oil and gas and space. Other than that, we cover every infrastructure.
Everything.
Yes.
That's fantastic. So you've done so much of projects all over Southeast Asia, obviously Japan, elsewhere. And how do you see now that there's a drive towards AI technology? How is Nippon Koi looking at the issue and adapting some AI or technology in its work?
Since we are like a think tank as well as planners and engineers, we always use data, even before the AI booming like that. But getting the data that time is still very much manual. For example, transportation field, the engineers just stand on the intersection and counting the vehicle one by one, only specific time, and then going back to the office and putting that number in the spreadsheet and prepare the report, something like that. But nowadays, because the data can be captured in several ways, for example, the smartphone, GPS data. Of course, the privacy is one important thing. Of course, we deal that. But the way of collecting the data is changing. If you have a bunch of data, and AI become powerful, right? So using this AI, we do some simulation and modeling, because for transportation planning and urban planning, before we construct something, we should understand well how people are living in the cities. So AI is very much powerful in telling you a lot of options, right? Because one engineer have a specific knowledge and experience, but AI can cover multiple opinions and approach in the world. So we are very much using AI.
So what you're saying is that perhaps AI can be used to better understand how the city is working today, and therefore how perhaps the solution would play out, given how people move around, things like that.
But of course we have to be careful. AI, even in our engineering work, some part can be replaced or we fully utilize AI for this process. But establishing the problem statement and the last part is the decision making. This is the most important part for the entire process, and we cannot replace with AI.
Definitely.
That's my view.
So I think a proper problem definition, knowing that really is the problem, versus something else being the problem. Only then you can actually look for a solution, right?
Yes.
That definitely. Can you give us some examples in all your work about cities that have really thought through some of these processes and have done well, or cities that are now introducing AI in some of this planning, thinking through?
Okay. Again, like I said, for planning, we used to be very reliant on the planners, engineers, knowledge and experience. But now AI can support, for example, agent-based modeling is one of the transportation planning approach. So in the simulation platform, there's an agent.
Okay.
Yeah, and used to be the planner said, okay, please start your journey 8 a.m. in the morning,
right,
and reach to your walking place in another side, and the shortest way, for example. So this agent moving like this,
okay,
but of course we put the multiple agent,
right,
so that we can do the simulation how dynamically the population are moving in the city. That's one of the approach. But this agent, because of AI, we can tell this agent more things, like you are 25 years old guy and just start working in an office. You have to prepare many things for your boss, so you're stressed, so you're lazy, although you have to wake up 8 in the morning, but take some time to stop moving, something like that, and grab some meal on the way to the office. So the agent can have a lot of information, so personalized agent.
Wow.
So this become like a millions or 10 millions.
Wow.
Then we can see more realistic movement.
Wow.
Because otherwise, very simple simulations we can see on the platform.
Fantastic. So you're actually kind of creating this using an AI as an artificial human being, for example, trying to accomplish a task.
Yes.
But you're also infusing the AI with human characteristics, whether it's being lazy or being hungry, and kind of moving from place to place, right? Oh, that's a really interesting way of looking at things. And have you been able to? How do you know then that the solutions that you come up with are kind of better than other types of solutions? How do you kind of validate some of these planning ideas?
Always we are exploring, and of course we have a research and development center in Japan. Our researchers are actually developing a solution by themselves, but at the same time we are putting a lot of effort to partner with the technology company or even the startups. So because we are very traditional old engineering company, so not always the best option to create the things in-house. So we actively partner with the startups, then do the POC and go to the market together. So this kind of activity really help for us to use the solutions.
Fantastic. So you're bringing in innovations also from other places into your organization, almost forming like an ecosystem of players who can derive solutions. In many cities I see today, they're investing in, say, rail, right? But many of them face kind of first mile, last mile challenges, right? You build a big infrastructure, but people still find it difficult. So, what is your experience? How do we overcome some of these challenges?
Again, maybe AI said, "Oh, this is the most optimal way."
Yes.
But if we start the journey and facing some infrastructure issues, for example, although the AI said you can cross this road, but there's so many traffic in front of you, so realistically impossible to cross.
That's right.
Maybe we need some like a pedestrian over the road, but not exist. So although the distance is very close, but actually it never happened because of the infrastructure barrier. So the combination of the digital technology and the physical infrastructure development or improvement is very important.
So I think what you're saying is that we can actually understand the realities on the ground. Right? So it's one thing to think about it in theory, but there are certain realities on the ground that sometimes prevent things from happening.
Yes, absolutely. So accessibility, connectivities should be considered in the people movement.
And with issues such as climate change happening, right? We see a lot of thunderstorms, sort of flooding. How is Nippon Koi thinking about the city as these sort of changes come about?
That's very important topic, especially the company from Japan, which has a lot of natural disaster every year, and these disasters become very complex. For example, a few years ago, we have a very strong big earthquake in the southern area, but 3 months later, is heavy rain and wash away everything.
Wow.
So we have a very strong simulation and modeling for this natural disasters, but what's happening on the ground is more than that. It's become complex. So we are actively utilizing the AI and the simulation modeling, even the satellite images, and to see the movement of the ground. So, and overlaying the several data and analytic, then comes out with some solution. The measurement to the cities.
Yeah. So are you suggesting that cities now need even more data to kind of plan for situations of flooding and other natural disasters?
Yeah, true. But of course, the data sharing is always challenging.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's also one of the important topic, privacy and the governance, or those kind of things. So I think that a lot of speakers highlight that, and that I fully agreed. Yeah. So I'm more of the supporter for the open data approach. So I'm looking forward to have that kind of environment soon. Yeah.
How important do you think it is in terms of governance for local councils or whoever the planners are to start thinking things through from whether it's a climate change perspective or the introduction in AI in systems? Is it an issue of do we need more capacity building, more training, or better engaging consultants?
Well, we have a lot of project working closely with the public sectors, and even private sectors in the same situations. The organization are very much silo.
Yes.
So the transportation department having this data, but other sections have this data.